Hello, and welcome to the Shitshow Extravaganza. My name is Shaheen, and honestly, I don't think the Netflix Bleach live action movie is that bad. People are just being too harsh on Bleach.
And hello, my name is Marcos, and I definitely don't agree with that. The Bleach movie was shit.
We did not plan this way. I need to discuss this with you. It's actually good. I don't know why people are so hard on it.
Did you actually watch it though, or is it just you saying that?
No, legit. I
Because
watched it like 3 days ago, and I was like, "Holy shit! This was actually good." Like for a live action anime, it was
for
faithful.
someone that enjoys film as much as you do, I'm kind of confused.
It was good. It was. It was. Like I watched the live action Full Metal Alchemist today because I was like, hey, maybe they can hit gold twice. And I was like, oh no, they didn't. But okay. Like no, it was very faithful to the original story. Um, the the dynamic of the character, like I couldn't stop laughing or smiling at a lot of the dialogue. It was pretty well made. Yeah, there's some cringy anime moments that are made into real life, but what doesn't have those cringy anime moments that are made into real life,
I
right?
mean, all live actions kind of have that, I guess.
Yeah, you can't
But
beat that. It's there.
yeah, well, I mean, it was better than the Full Metal Alchemist one, so I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah, I
But I
mean,
wouldn't call it good.
I think it was good. I was when it finished, I was like, I need a sequel, my guy. Like that's how good it was. Like, listen, I think people are just harsh on Bleach unnecessarily. People were. I didn't start reading the rest of the manga. By the way, this there was no topic for this episode. This is just really jumping off of the introduction. But I read I started reading the manga past the anime point, right? I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I remember when people were reading it when it was coming out back in college, and people were like hating on it. Even Michelle, who's the biggest Bleach fan I know, she was like, "Yeah, it's not that good. Maybe she was just trying to be humble." But when I started reading it, I was like, "This is really good. Like I'm enjoying it."
I
So
remember having conversations with Michelle about it actually, and I
yeah,
thought she was really into it. Like at least towards the end of it, I remember her and Carlos always talking about it.
how is
And
Carlos
yeah,
up to date with every manga? How does he do that?
he's a teacher. Like he has all the time in his life.
Oh wow, you're really going for him. But
I love him, but you know
yeah,
it's
yeah.
true. Like
Um, no, I think Bleach gets a bad rap when yeah, it's not the best out there, but it's definitely enjoyable. Like I'm reading it and having a good time. I watched the movie and I had a good time. It's just something about people with swords that looks cool. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I definitely agree on that.
Yeah, yeah,
I did like the manga. Like it was pretty well made.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I know he got not lazy, but he definitely lost the spark of joy that makes him more passionate in his drawing. The author, but it's still like his character design alone is pretty cool. Like he's pretty good at. I think he has a really good art style. Granted, Ichigo, who's supposed to be 15, looks like he's 26, but who doesn't, right?
you just want to project by saying 26, you know? Like you want to be like him.
How old am I? No, I'm not turning 26. I'm turning 25, right?
Oh shit, I forgot. Are you? I thought you were already. Yeah, you were already 25. You're
No, no,
turning
no. Go
26.
fuck yourself. I'm turning. Wait, maybe. Wait, hold up.
Yeah, you're a
No,
year
no, no.
older than
It's
me. You're
I'm
already
born in
25.
1995. No, I'm turning 25. I'm turning 25. Oh
What?
man, you just took a year out of my life, dude. Started stressing out. No, I'm turning less than a month. 25 is a good year. 25 is originally like 10 years ago. 25 is when I was supposed to be married and not having kids, but I should be married by now. So, according to teenage Shaheen, I am already failing. But according to late high school, most of college Shaheen, I finally got my story out, and that's something I didn't think that was gonna happen. At least this
I
smooth.
I don't think young me 10 years ago was thinking what I was gonna be doing. Like I legit think at this point in time I would have been a businessman. which in a way I
Same.
kind of am, not really, but it like I never picture myself cooking, you know, like
When did you get
uh,
into? Okay, so I doubt the 12 people that are listening to this. Yeah, it dropped from 20 to 12 because I stopped advertising. But the 12 people listening to this, uh, I doubt that they don't know who you are, considering it's the same friend group. But Marcos is
a chef,
Ratatouille.
a little chef, the rat from Ratatouille.
You are the exact
Wasn't
opposite
it
of
right?
little, my guy. You are
Okay, I'm a
tall
male.
and big.
Goddamn.
Yeah, but no, he's a pretty good chef. I enjoy his cuisines, his cooking. Also
Much
has a
appreciated.
restaurant, well, owned by
Uh,
his family, but he's
okay, about that. I guess this is the first time I tell this many people.
well,
Uh,
okay.
we ended up closing the place because, as you know, last Thanksgiving, my mother ended up in the hospital
Mm,
because of stress, and we decided that the best course of action would be to uh, sell the restaurant,
try not to
and so
add to that stress. That makes sense.
yeah, like it was mostly that was causing all the stress on my mom.
That makes
So
sense. It's work tends to do that.
yeah, and so yeah, we all decided that it would be for the best. And since November last year, we no longer have the restaurant.
Well, you know what? I consider myself amongst the lucky ones that went there a lot. More than I expected I'd go, honestly. I once went there 2 days in a row. Remember that?
I do remember.
Yeah. No, but okay. Well, okay. Let's discuss this real quick because I don't know if we discussed this before. So this will be new information for me and for whoever is listening. So, uh, you've completed your studies, correct?
Yes, I graduated last December.
Congrats.
Thanks.
I was there when you were skipping school because of me. um,
No one knows.
but what's the plan for Chef Marcos? Like, where do you see yourself going from here? Do you plan on
Um,
traveling and working abroad, staying local, uh, maybe one day owning your own place, or working for a larger, more well-known franchise? Like, what's the plan for Chef Marcos?
okay. Right now, obviously, because of the big elephant in the room that we cannot mention without getting demonetized.
I don't get monetized, bro. You can mention
No,
all
I
that you
don't
want.
know.
You know, if you put it in the hashtags, there are like the COVID-19. Yeah, I mentioned it. Whatever. I'm not afraid. Come at me. Come at me, bro. But the COVID-19. I say COVID-19 because that's what they say. I prefer saying coronavirus. I don't want to sound like one of those pompous assholes from work. Anyway, so the COVID-19 article would pop up. And I think they do that because just in case I'm sharing misinformation, they're sharing correct information. Which good on you, YouTube. Honestly, that's a good way of making sure that false information doesn't spread. Anyway, sorry for cutting you
No,
off.
no,
Continue.
no, no. Because of that thing going on, I guess I don't see myself anywhere at the moment. At least not till this is over.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I am currently working. One of basically, I was working two jobs. I was at a restaurant in Mission Bay, and also at a marketplace with a small deli. I was doing that one because it was helping with like school hours and everything. So it really was just a source of income that was super simple. But since I lost my job at the other place, which was quite difficult, like it was really good money. Um, I am currently working at the marketplace, and it's good. Like it has its days, but it is definitely not something I want to do for the rest of my life. And I do have a plan within the next couple years. Um, but my first thing is I want to travel. Like I want to learn different cuisines from the source of the cuisine.
Ooh, have your
I
own
think,
Netflix special.
honestly, I have been trying to purchase different cameras. I am the next on the list is a GoPro, just to have something that I can have on the move all the time.
Honestly, you
Um,
should. I know we discussed this before too, but turning your Instagram into a food, you know, like basically showing off your work or
yeah,
whatever.
like a portfolio basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people that I went to school with is basically what they're doing.
yeah,
And I guess I probably make like a second account just for food. Just because I also like the privacy
yeah. No,
of
that
my
makes sense. That makes sense.
personal account. Um, but yeah, like that's something I do take pictures of the things I make. I have been improving, I want to say, just based on the pictures themselves. Like you could see the difference from the first plates I make to whatever I can do at this point in time.
Hmm.
um so yeah, but that's also a possibility. Like I'm not good at all with social media. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not.
like posting.
I know people always like I make fun of social media and people that juggle social media as an actual job. It's genuine. I work for a marketing agency. It's it can be a handful sometimes
Yeah, no.
to
And
manage.
I honestly don't think I do enough to be able to keep up with the social media. Like I don't think I do
Yeah,
too much in my
it's
day.
hard. It's hard. The world moves way too quickly,
Yeah, definitely.
and you'll
Um,
always you not you you as in plural like people, as in myself as well. But you'll always fall through the cracks of time, like when because there's people out there that sold their soul to this machine. I sound like a hippie, but there's people that, you know what I mean? Like there's people that just know how the algorithm works on every platform, and they just abuse it. Like they take it in the back and they just fucking they just destroy it. Like people that, because I was watching a video the other day about reactor video, or like reactors, YouTube reactors. I'm not talking about like FBE because they try. But like other reactors that just plainly look at the screen and they make money off of other people's work, and that's it's basically like that, but everywhere else too. On Instagram, there's people that post every fucking second, trying to destroy the algorithm. You know?
yeah, no, I've seen those. Like,
Yeah, and it's gross, and that's the way to be successful. But even I, like, okay, I'm gonna keep mentioning this every episode. My comic, which you should read online for free, it's available. But anyway, even with the comic, like after we launched it, we didn't post anything from the day that we released the first 5 pages, and then the day before the next 5 pages, which is 6 days later. We didn't post anything for 6 days, and I just messaged the team and I said, "Hey, so we should do something. Like we should try to plan out a social media plan so that we don't say 6 days empty, and then we post two posts back to back." It's we're still trying to figure things out, but there's people that instinctively just figure things out really quickly. That's because, like I said, they sold their soul to the system, and they know how to run it. It's I hate it. I can't see myself as being one of those people, but no, that's where it ends. I don't think I'll ever reach that point of and like things that annoy me, I would never push on to other people. I think that's the way I've lived my life.
yeah, no.
But yeah,
Uh,
if you, I think it could be successful if you did like a traveling cooking thing. It just the issue is if you want it to be high quality, you gotta really put in the cash for the equipment.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
never as
Like
easy
I
as people make it
slowly
seem.
but surely. What's that?
I said it's never as easy as people make it seem.
Yeah, yeah. Slowly but surely, I am trying to get a hold of decent equipment,
Yeah,
something to begin with. I don't want to go all hard and then it not succeeding, and then
that's
I
true.
just have this expensive
That's true.
equipment. But it is something that I've been working on with my brother. Like we have been recording how to make paella, stuff like that, like different dishes. We have both video of how you make it, like actually making it, and instructions and all that stuff, and then like our boys talking about it. Um, it is a project mostly my brother had in mind, so I just like have been helping. But
Mm-hmm.
my thing, like what I want to do. Okay, so this is my plan for the next couple of years. I have been saving up. I want to eventually open up my own food truck, and just to begin something small. I realized that straight up a restaurant was a little too much uh, for my capabilities. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have the team yet to be able to handle a restaurant properly.
Yeah.
Um, but somewhere along the lines in the future, I'm sure I will meet enough people that I would trust with opening up a restaurant, like someone I can work with. Um,
Yeah.
but so far, my soon to be thing is a food truck, and what I want to do. I don't know if you've ever watched the movie Chef.
No,
It's
but
it's basically
it stars what's his face? Directed and stars what's his? Can you help me remember his name? The guy that plays Happy from Spider-Man and the MCU.
uh,
You don't remember that guy? The guy that looks like sort of
I'm
Eggman.
horrible with names of
Yeah,
like artists
he
and
was
all
there.
that
His name
stuff.
was right there, and I
Yeah.
lost it.
But so yeah, basically what I want to do is something like he did in that movie. Like he gets a small truck and he goes around the US posting on his social media like, "Hey, I'm going to be in this city, like come through, what's up?"
That would be fun.
And that's what I want to do because the one thing I wanted to do since I've finished high school is travel.
Mm,
And if I cannot do it overseas at the moment, at least something local as far as the US goes,
yeah.
and start from like Florida and end up in California, like going from Florida to New York and all around, just state to state. But what I want to do to give it a twist is research on the state's special food, like something that is traditional to them, like something that's super popular on them, and give it a little twist with something that I feel comfortable, like Mexican cuisine or like Asian cuisine.
Yeah.
If I can add one of those techniques to their food and have it taste good, that for me would be like the ultimate reward.
That sounds like a good idea. The one concern that I have is I don't know how that works, but like does acquiring a permit to a food permit, does that change from state to state or is that just
Oh,
domestically the
okay.
US?
No, no, basically, okay. So it does, depending on what you have. Like what I have is a U.S. wide permit. You take a test. It's called the fuck, uh,
Ah, the fuck test. I love it.
service safe management, basically, and
Right.
that one is completely. Every state has to go through those regulations. Given if you have that permit, you can cook at any city in any
Okay,
city in
okay.
the
That's cool. That's cool.
um, otherwise, if you're like a cook at a restaurant, you have to take a food handler's test, which is only valid on that state because every
Mm,
state has like slightly different um, safety guidelines.
yeah.
But if you have this ServSafe certificate, you are allowed to cook all like any place in the U.S.
That's cool. That's cool.
Given if it was a different country, I would take their test because they have different guidelines for that.
Yeah. I mean, in a different universe, right? We would be running a restaurant together. In a different universe. In a different timeline. Alternate timeline. Hello?
I'm sorry, I completely spaced out. What's up?
What? Don't do that. I said in an alternate universe, different timeline, we would be running a restaurant together.
I would be completely down with that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the ocean is there.
Yeah,
um,
like I honestly have not thought about like keeping myself to the U.S. As I said, I do want to travel. I do want to explore a little and learn different cuisines in their home. Like I want to learn Japanese food in Japan. I want to
yeah,
learn Italian food in Italy. Like it is really just a matter of time. At the moment, I am still saving up to be able to do all this. But within the next few years, I hope that I can actually get to it. It's not something that I want to leave as a dream. Like I'm not
yeah.
gonna grow old and just regret not doing it,
Here,
or
here's
at least I don't want to.
here's my advice as someone who has clearly reached the pinnacle of their dream. I cannot say that seriously, but anyway, um, you gotta set yearly goals. Like, um, I'm worried that it'll always be like, oh, it's almost there. Then it ends up being too late. It's never too late in the grand scheme of things, but you know how people are like, oh, you're 35 and not married. Well, I don't know if that's the same with you. For me, people are already nagging me for not being married, including past Shaheen. But like when right before 2020 happened, or I think at the beginning, I said this. This is the part where I give my big motivational speech, and then you have to applaud me, okay?
All right.
Wait, I need to. I hate myself. Give me a sec. Okay, okay.
Such motivation.
Yeah, I'm good at that. Okay, so when 2019 was about to end and 2020 was coming in, this is what I said. I said, no matter what happens, absolutely no matter what happens, I will release something in regards to my story that I've been working on for way too long. Something will be released in 2020. Whether it's a comic, and if I can't get a comic going, I will release it via text. And by God, 2-3 months in, and the journey begins. This is the part where you clap. I'll just.
Oh wow, you actually had it ready.
Thank you. This is why I hate myself. But anyway, I have a pocket sitcom for these situations. Oh man. But yeah, so I would recommend setting up goals for yourself. Perhaps I want to reach this by the end of the year. This by the end of the year, and then hopefully we will follow your journey via whatever form of, like, I don't know if you're gonna put this on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, but we'd follow you all across the world. You'll be the next coronavirus. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna just spread everywhere. Why did I go there? Anyway, so I think that's a good place to conclude this episode, right? I think that's a healthy, hopeful, semi realizing that we're all trapped situation. Yes. So in case you guys don't know, Marcos, just because he commented last week, is now the unofficial co-host. I say unofficial because I don't want to put any burden on him. And whenever he wants to dip is cool. But for the next, I don't know how long, he will be accompanying me on these podcasts. So welcome him to the family, guys. Welcome him.
Oh, thank you very much.
You think this should be a gimmick? You think I should just keep this all the time?
I don't know, man. However you feel about it, I think it came in handy today.
Yeah. I think I have better. I just need to get more proficient at, just knowing when to press what, right? Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me, Marcos, and we hope to, get into things more next week and the week after, and actually have a topic instead of me defending Bleach the first 10 minutes. That actually happened. Anyway, but thank you very much. And Marcos, you wanna sign off with something? You wanna tell people something?
No, just thank you guys for watching. Well, actually, yeah, either watching,
Watch
hearing,
and listening, whatever floats your boat. I'm
and
I'm gonna attempt right now. I'm sorry. Continue.
no. What are you gonna attempt?
You know what I'm gonna attempt. It's not. It's not a matter of a surprise. It's a well-known fact that I'm about to destroy my vocal cords. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
Hold up. Let me lower the volume.
Okay. Wait. That was terrifying. That was not a high pitch sound. That was my phone screen cracked. Like that was gross. Should I keep that in? Should I try it? Let me try it one more time. Let me drink more water. Water helps remind me that I'm human. It's okay. It's okay. The thing is, when it's not recording, I can do a great high pitch sound. But yeah, thank you for listening. We hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week.